A child soon. We now have to relate a macabre turn of events. The son that was being lovingly awaited by the Blackwood family died shortly after the delivery due to a strange ailment. Understandably, the information disclosed about this happening was succinct. It appears that Mrs. Catherine Blackwood was already suffering from pains in her stomach, probably an indication that there was something not healthy about her pregnancy. Dr. Christopher Milton, who attended the birth, assured us that he made every possible effort to ensure a safe delivery, but with bowed head, he said that the boy was already doomed ever since his conception. The cause of death has not been stated, but those few close to the Blackwood family have said there were serious complications during the delivery. Helping to relieve that somber news, Mrs. Blackwood was thankfully found to be out of danger. Her husband did not wish to comment about the event. Did he kill her because he thought it was her fault? My huge disappointment quickly gave way to an empty void feeling. Something wasn't right here. I began wondering if James Blackwood was somehow involved with the death of his son. Oh, I didn't even think of that. I was thinking, like, he blamed it on his wife and killed her. This is really creepy. Alright, maybe I can call Jerry now. Come on. Jerry. Jerry! I'm so tired, but I don't want to stop playing this. No! Okay, then what am I supposed to do? It doesn't make sense. I'm confused. Right, so this is where that room was. Maybe the African room? Wait. I clearly had some exploring to do in this room. I know in my dream there was something of it. Oh my god. Is that it? Can I see a door behind it? No, that's not what I wanted. Is that a door frame behind the thing? Oh my god. Come on. I have to be able to move this. I have to be able to move it. It's got wheels. This doesn't make sense to me. That was pointless. Wonderful. Wait, can I oil the wheels? No. Go down there. Click on this. Get the oil. Or whatever that is. Wheels. No! Dang it. I hit the wrong thing. Wheels. Oh my god, yes! Don't tell me that it wouldn't move. Do I have to do the other wheel? Yes, move it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys. Use the knife. No, use the knife. No, use the knife. Why? The door was heavily barred and its appearance reminded me of something I had read. What did you read? Oh, that thing. The thing that said I barred the something or other. Oh god. Wait, there are nails in it. Can I pull them out or... Okay. Hammer, pull out the nails. Oh god, guys, are you ready? What did he bar in here? Why did the door... Oh my god. What is this place? Please turn on. Please. No. No. It is lit! Okay. Match and lamp. Yes! Oh my god. Oh my... No. Use it. No. Use it. Am I using it? I can't tell. Oh god. Come on. Use... What? Oh! Where am I? An odd-looking African mask was positioned in the middle of the storeroom. Its presence made me feel terribly uneasy. It also made my frame rate feel terribly uneasy for a second there. I am not liking this. What am I supposed to do? Too dark to investigate. I don't understand. Am I supposed to use something on it? This doesn't make sense. Oh god. This doesn't make any sense. I'm confused. How do I... Oh, why? Whoa. Now that there was enough light, I extinguished the lamp to save the oil. Yes! Clicking on everything works, guys. My recent researches on the Dalamar have shed some light upon their terrible activities. I understand now that the lack of existing information about them was not only a cause of their small size and rarity, but also a reluctance or rather superstitious attitude towards their nature. Even some of the most important historians of South Africa will refuse to mention their name, usually referring to them as the war tribe. After digging into some of the most obscure books I could find about the subject, I must admit now that reading them made me very nervous and uneasy, bringing back the memory of the horrible acts I witnessed on that day. I can't understand why any human being, uncivilized or not, would believe in such a manner. War among savage tribes is of course very common and a recurring theme in history. But the Dalamar, they went even beyond war. Usually a tribe will engage in battle to conquer new territory, or perhaps defeat an enemy. They did it for the sole reason of destruction and extreme love for violence. The account of their actions is downright scary. They'd invade villages, slaughtering every inhabitant without regard for their sex or age. Men, women, children would inevitably perish by their fury and hate, which is, I think, the most unsettling element of their stories. They didn't use any weapons. They killed villagers with their bare hands and teeth as if they were drawing power from an unearthly source. I find it hard to believe this, and if I hadn't seen them with my own eyes, I'd say they were some kind of wild legend. Once they had slaughtered every living thing in the village, they'd burn it to the ground, with every single construction or possession of the fallen villagers, proof that they definitely were not interested in conquering or even taking some advantage of the terrain. Their motives were moved solely and purely by an incredible despisal of life and hatred towards everything that wasn't from their village. That is another curious thing. They somehow managed to just sustain a constant population level as if they controlled exactly the amount of people needed for an attack, but at the same time warrant survival using their few existing resources. I fear this wasn't some kind of wondrous organization system, but rather an elimination process of a useless member or an unnecessary child. I dare not think about it, but I'm afraid this would explain why they didn't need to hunt for food. They feasted upon themselves. Now I know what the mask I took stands for, and I shiver at the thought of it. I must confess I'm worried. I don't know why, but I fear for my life. Oh god. Dear Christopher, please excuse the tone of this letter. I know I must sound like a raving madman, but I truly can't find a proper way to put together all the thoughts that have been taking my sleep away these past days. There is a reason behind all those recent adversities. It's the mask, Christopher. It's that mask I told you about. I couldn't believe it myself if I hadn't studied its origins on my own, but it's really the source of all my suffering. The tribe it belonged to, I must confess I didn't take the mask by appropriate means, and I fear this might have unleashed some terrible wrath against my life and everything that surrounds me. It's been over a year ago since I witnessed the most outrageous acts of violence that not even in my worst nightmares could I have imagined, and the mask was the epicenter of it all. What I was thinking of when I took it is beyond me. I was probably a vicious streak of greed, but I can see clearly now. It represents evil, and I'm truly convinced this evil can somehow take shape and punish those who have disgraced it. I did, and now I must face the consequences. 1 second, guys. Okay, I will take some more time to investigate this. I might even go back to South Africa to seek help, although something tells me not even returning the mask would do any good. The damage is already done, and I believe it's getting worse as the days go by. Every time I walk past the gallery, I can hear some incessant odd chatter as if something was being plotted inside. And those voices, Christopher, they seem to be angry. Please help me. Come and see me as soon as you can. James. Oh god, this is getting really crazy. Have I disturbed the mask? Well, I don't think there's anything else I can do in here. I wonder if I can call Jerry yet. Oh, God! I always try to do WASD. I don't know why. I'm so used to it. Okay. I have a really bad feeling. I feel like I've disturbed the mask now, and things just aren't gonna go well after this. Oh god. Oh, I thought I heard drumming. Okay, we're gonna go try calling Jerry. Yes! Jerry, please answer me. Yes, tell me your secrets, Jerry.
Yes?
And
Jerry,
I'll tell you
it's
mine.
Me. You won't believe what I've found here.
Try me.
It's about the happenings that led to the murder you told me about. There's an impressive backstory surrounding this place and many loose ends. It would seem nobody ever stumbled upon this.
Shouldn't you be working on your book?
Are you listening to me? James Blackwood was into some very weird stuff, and possibly dangerous. Something tells me this case is much more complex than it was thought to be.
Why don't you inform the authorities? I'm sure they'll be dying to reopen a long-forgotten case about some crazy old psycho killing his wife.
No way.
Jerry's
And this
a jerk.
was fun. I'm doing this on my own. I wonder if those noises I heard have anything to do with this. Maybe James Blackwood was trying to hide something.
Like in that book, where an old man was guarding the entrance to hell. I bet this James Blackwood person had a doorway like that in his basement. Those dreadful noises must be the sounds of the damned coming for you.
Why, thanks, mate. That's been very helpful. Great to have friends like you.
Then stop talking about all this nonsense. Do you have any idea how crazy it sounds? You're a writer, not some fancy PI.
I'll get to the bottom of this. I know I will. I'm certain there's much more to James Blackwood than a simple act of murder.
Now you're sounding more morbid than usual. Simple act of murder? Oh, goody. Just somebody died. Nothing to worry about. This isn't like you, Michael. This whole thing is really affecting you.
Stop being a drama queen. I'm a grown-up, and I'm pretty aware of what I'm doing.
Fine. Go chase around the ghosts of James Blackwood. I'll stay here in the real world.
I'll let you know about my progress.
Alright, can I call Barbara and find out what that thing said? Nope. Wonderful. Wonderful. Alright, what should I do next? I can't open the door, can I? maybe it's time to go to sleep? Or write some of my book? Let us find out. Or maybe I go to the basement and find a gate to hell. Oh, perhaps it's time to do some work, yes. Suddenly, she stopped and stood there. Something, hesitant to give any credit to what her eyes were seeing, and completely unaware of the... Oh, can I read it? Alright. Suddenly, she stopped and stood there, paralyzed, hesitant to give any credit to what her eyes were seeing, and completely unaware of the potentially dangerous situation. Surprisingly, there wasn't anything unusual or strange about the event. Little Kathy was hastily crossing the living room towards the huge oak door, her fancy black dress fluttering at every footstep. As the girl reached the doorknob, she turned to look back at Marion and urged her with a whisper to hurry up. But Marion wasn't seeing Kathy. Her memories haunted her back and displaced reality, giving room to the nightmarish vision she had spent months trying to forget ever since her first visit to the old house. In her dream, she saw the little girl, also wearing a black dress, emerging from a passageway hidden in the room. She'd never actually managed to glimpse where the passage was, only saw the girl running towards her, her small face contorted in a horrible grimace. Marion quickly realized it was a twisted version of the Kathy she would know later, as if her figure was then distorted by a veil of smoke. Her exact movements through the room, reaching for the knob, facing her back. Those were too many coincidences to ignore. It wasn't a nightmare that she experienced that day, nor a ghost, something she refused to believe in.